So in this video, we're going to be jumping straight back into the Fisk Superhero Mod and checking out the Boys Hero Pack, which you've probably heard of before. But this hero pack does include all of the main characters from the 7, as well as a few extras.
Oi.
On top of that, I'm pretty sure that this pack is getting an update pretty soon, so I wanted to cover it. Let's jump straight in. Alright, so as you can see, we've got quite a few suits to go through here, but each and every one is definitely worth it. They are so cool. So let's start with the main man himself. Let's start with Homelander. There is an update coming soon, I'm pretty sure, so that's why I just wanted to cover it. This version is still really fun, and it includes obviously some really good heroes and animations that I haven't actually seen in any of the hero packs. I mean, yeah, sure, the cape's a bit scuffed, but I mean, it's still pretty sick. And moving on to the powers, we've of course got heat vision, which is a given. We've also got the super speed, and this can actually go up to 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. It would be really good to actually like compete against other speedsters or even Superman, to have like a giant race. That would be really cool. And you also get laser blast as well, so you can recreate that famous scene when he's given the speech if you really wanted to. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. You also get the supersonic punch as well, which doesn't really... Oh. I thought it was just going to be like a regular punch since he's so powerful, but yeah, that definitely sends him flying, which compared to the normal punch, basically just completely throws them away. And because I don't really want to ruin the entire stadium, we've come out here to try out the ground smash, which looks something like this, to which there's always one survivor. So yeah, as you can imagine, Homelander's pretty OP. Could definitely compete with some of the big boys for sure. Up next, we got the A-Train. For some reason, I feel like it's not meant to be there, but if it is, it's super cool. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's like a trail every time you move, which is just like a really cool subtle effect, which just shows how fast he can be. This one goes up to level 6, which is pretty rapid again. And you can also toggle slow motion here, which is still way too quick, but you can see we're going at max speed right here. And if I get the angle right, you might be able to see some of the trails that I was on about. There you go, you can sort of see them there. One thing that they're probably going to bring in the update is like more sound effects and stuff like that. As so far, there isn't too many sound effects with this. Only sort of like the main attacks, but you can't miss out the classic A-Train sound effect. I mean, that one's just golden. Now, one thing I did want to test out as A-Train is that classic scene where he runs into somebody. And I'm not sure if this will work, and I haven't actually tested this yet, but I definitely want to give it a go. Here we go. We also have an ability called Super Speed Smash, which is like a sort of like a giant area of attack, which if you're running super quick and you do that near someone, I mean, they're going to have no idea what just happened. Two key features that I think would be really cool is the sound effects, obviously, and if you run directly into someone at like max speed, they literally just turn into like dust. All right, then we've got Queen Maeve. Now, Queen Maeve is similar to sort of Captain America in terms of like abilities. Obviously, you've got the gauntlet block here, which just allows you to block incoming attacks, which is pretty sick with our gauntlets. We've also got the warrior punch, which is a bit like a dumbed down version of the Homelander's one. So this is the regular punch here. And then we've also got the warrior punch, which does this. I mean, look at, he's running away already. He knows what's coming. See ya. You also get super speed that only goes up to 2. Still pretty damn quick if you ask me. If you actually sprint on it, you still go about 150 odd. So you can definitely keep up to some of the other heroes for sure with this one. And I'm pretty sure that the Warrior's Rage attack that we're going to see here is going to be like a slightly less damaging version of what we saw with Homelander. So let's give it a go. Oh, actually, I think it's about the same. Yeah, I think it's about the same. Not bad for Queen Maeve. And you can jump super high, which is really cool. You're just going to need Homelander to pick you up every once in a while. It's difficult to say, but the suits are like pretty simple, but really well made, if that makes any sort of sense. Right, we've got Black Noir here.
The Beast.
So with Black Noir, you get like a utility belt similar to the Batman suit, but you also get some added movement here. You get the boosted jump and a quicker sprint, which is nice. But as you can see, we've got the Ninja Sprint, which puts us up to level 1 of the speed, and that means that we can move a hell of a lot quicker. So we've got Homelander and A-Train being the fastest and Queen Maeve being the second fastest. And then you've obviously got Black Noir, who's just sort of running behind trying to keep up. And you get 2 items on the utility belt. You get the smoke pellet, which allows you to disappear and run away. You could even toggle the ninja sprint and really get out of that situation if you wanted to. And there's the designs of the throwing knives there. They look really good and can be very accurate if you can actually aim, unlike me. So that's Black Noir. Not much, but still a beast. So up next, we have the Deep. So the Deep's defensive move is, of course, the Aqua Force Field, which looks something like this, which is really cool looking. I'm pretty sure the Invisible Woman has something like this. Still, it's going to block the incoming attacks pretty damn good. And you also get the Aqua Blasts, which I'm pretty sure is on the same level, if not a bit more powerful than Starlight's. and you can just hold that down forever. But I do want to test if we can swim fast. That's the main point I'm interested in here. All right, so we made it to the water, and we actually do have another ability which I was unaware of, and that being drown. I'm not really sure how this works, but let's test out this drown ability here. Let's have a look. Not too sure on how to get this drown ability going. I mean, it just seems like I'm punching him, but either way, you're going to drown if you get hit by the deep in the water, realistically. But we can swim really, really fast underwater, like extremely fast. I'm glad that that's in there. Up next, we have got translucent. Now, this one is probably as basic as it gets. Invisibility. And there you go. So that's translucent as a whole. Let's move on to the next hero. The next hero we have is Stormfront, and I'm going to say this one is pretty powerful as well. I didn't expect this one to be as powerful as it was, but it's definitely fun to mess around with this one, 100%. So of course we got the channel lightning bolt, which isn't that impressive in terms of how quickly it can kill stuff, but we do have the Storm Blast, which is pretty damn powerful. Yeah, see, they don't want any of it. The time to kill on this ability is pretty insane. Almost instantly. To finish this hero off, you of course get a super punch as well. Moving on to the main man himself, we've got Billy Butcher. And if you haven't watched the show and you don't want to get spoiled, I would say to click off now, but screw it. So Billy Butcher here and Huey actually both get two different kinds of suits. So the Billy Butcher suit literally just turns you into him completely without fail, which is awesome. And it actually really looks like him in Minecraft for some reason. I don't know how they did that, but like you can definitely tell that this is Billy Butcher. So if we actually go into the suit itself, you can see that we have 80% damage reduction, 8 times punch damage, minus 100% weapon damage, and 60% sprint speed. So he's basically like a bit of a souped up human. That's probably just to keep him like in the same terms as some of the other heroes, you know, just so he's not actually like a walking villager. Not bad. You could definitely have a good fight with him, at least for like a little bit. We do get the Temp V version of Billy Butcher, which is really, really cool. So it basically looks the exact same, except this time there's no need for the pipe. We of course have all of the abilities. We have the heat vision, we have the super speed, which isn't too overpowered, to be fair. It only goes up to sort of like the first grade. You get the laser blast, the same ground smash that we had with Maeve and the Homelander. But the best feature out of all this is probably this one right here. Oi. And that's not me throwing in a sound effect, that's actually one of the abilities. Oi, 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 oi. Which is just a really nice little bonus that they added. Oi. We got another one of the boys here, we got Frenchie. There isn't any abilities with this one, more of just like a souped up human, which again, similar to Billy Butcher, just to sort of fit in and not to die instantly if you are fighting with them. So not too bad, not too bad. You can keep up a little bit. And next up on our list, we of course have Huey. This is the souped up version, as the normal version is basically just the same as Frenchie. But this one here has a pretty cool ability. And that is of course to be able to just teleport wherever you see fit. You also get a lot more speed, and you can basically just teleport on command. Like, there's no cooldown or anything. You could just go. So that's pretty cool. Another human type hero that we have here is of course Mother's Milk, and similar to these three behind me, you just get a few little enhancements with the damage and the speed and stuff like that. And last but not least, we do have Soldier Boy, which does in fact have some powers. So here we go. We've got nuclear beam here, and this one's a big charge up as well. That's probably the most powerful out of all of them, actually, realistically thinking about it, the nuclear beam. But look at that cooldown. That's when you know something's powerful, when it takes that long to cool down. We have the super speed to the first grade, which was similar to Billy Butcher, I'm pretty sure, or Stormfront. We have a retractable shield that we can block incoming attacks. This looks really, really cool. I love the way that looks. Sort of reminds me of the shield that you can get as Venom, where you can just sort of deploy it whenever. We have the super punch. And just like the ones that we saw before, we do have the ground smashes as well. And on top of all those abilities, you also do have the faster sprint and the movability, similar to Captain America, where you can just sort of run wherever you want to. So that's going to do it for the boys pack. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is getting updated soon, so I just wanted to record this beforehand just because I was having a lot of fun with it, and I thought, why not make a video out of it? But yeah. But if you do want more content based on the superhero mod and the packs that come with it, do let me know in the comments, because it is a hell of a lot of fun. And I'll catch you for more of this in the future. Bye.